plans. Just hadn't done a stream in a while. Thought I'd stop by, say hey, see what everybody's doing. And bi-monthly, tri-monthly, whatever it may be, stream. So, what's new in my life is so I'm up to foreman now at Wright. So I got my own truck, my own crew. I'm in a different kind of yard than most Wright tree service yards. Most of them, it's all line clearance. They do scheduled line clearance. So they go through every couple of years and just trim up the trees around. So they're all just doing small pruning all the time. I'm in what they call an NL yard, non-scheduled line tickets. Basically, the customers we have are other residential tree services that are like bidding jobs, and the trees are too close to the lines, and they're unsafe for them, so we go do them first. So I've actually been doing some pretty fun stuff lately. I've been there long enough to where they have confidence in me. So now that I've got my own crew, I've been getting some pretty decent stuff lately. It's been pretty fun. Got a 661 on the truck now. It's the only big saw in our yard other than the 362s. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, how's it going, everybody? Oh, and I'm also looking for a house, which is not going well. I got pre-approved for a home loan, and that first weekend I found this amazing place, and I put a bid on it or whatever, and I didn't get it, and everything I've looked at since just doesn't compare. So, still on the lookout for a house. Did I join the Amish? No, and actually I just got a haircut today. Like my hair was poof, but it was 80 degrees twice last week. And so I'm sitting there working in the heat, and I'm like, this hair's got to go. So I got a haircut this morning, and I'm going to get rid of the beard pretty soon, but I'm kind of attached to it at the moment, so it's going to take a little longer. I'm just keeping it around for a little bit. Bit quiet on the mic. All right, that should be a little bit better, hopefully. Good. Corey just thought about you. Thank you. Corey, remember last stream that I was in for? Made you watch the video of my little GTA 26. Now I have a real chainsaw Husqvarna 340. Nice, dandy. That's pretty cool. Good, Corey. Good to see you, brother. Thank you. Dang, dude. How are you? I'm doing good. Just living life, chugging along. Trying to find a place to move to. I was originally looking at renting a place, but then it's like, if I have the opportunity to buy my own place, why not just do that? So, I got it pre-approved for a VA loan, and now I'm just trying to find a house. There's plenty of houses out there if you don't want a big garage. But that's like the only thing I care about. So, yeah. Flavor Saver. Oh yeah. Driving a Yugo. How am I doing today? I'm doing fine. And actually, we can check out this one house. Is that SW? I'm trying to remember where I put those. This is one of my coworkers. He was just pruning that ash we were up, and I didn't even actually need to be climbing that day. I was just kind of frustrated about something, so I just went up with him and did that. Oh man, this ladder was like 40 foot up this tree, 30, 40 foot. I know you guys can't see it too well. I just open Photoshop, I guess. You'll be happier seeing this right now, Corey. You look great. Thank you. How many guys are on my crew? There's 3 guys in my truck with me. So it's me, Alex, Hunter, and Tony. And it's a pretty good crew. We work a lot with other crews as well, though. I have a manual truck, not a bucket truck. And so sometimes I'll have crews run with me, or we'll just run with another crew. We've been doing this really big construction job. If you're in the KC area, down south of KC, in Belton, on 155th Street, they're putting new power lines in. So for the last couple of weeks, we've just been hammering, clearing a whole swath alongside the road. Took down a pretty good sized hedge the other day. Needed the 66 for that. That was fun. But yeah, we were on a job and I saw this, and this ladder. I don't know who in the right mind would have ever climbed that all the way up into that tree. Like, fuck, not me. Ain't no fucking way. Make me a moderator, I'll crush trolls. I don't mind trolls. They can fit in sober. Yeah, yep, still sober. So mental health is in check, bud. Good on you. Ugh, yeah. Mental health is doing fine. You just learn to deal with depression. Just becomes your buddy. Hand sharpening a chainsaw yesterday. Cool. I'm renting, but I love where I am and have a big garage. That's nice. Really glad I was able to attend this one. So I can't wait to see you back. Yeah, it'd be nice to have my own garage again. Have motivation to actually start working and doing my own thing in my own place and not have to, worry about getting booted and losing it, whatnot. Have my own house, start doing videos again. That'd be cool. I'm kind of lazy right now. I'm still with my aunt and my uncle, but I don't have a place, a workshop or anything, so it's not like I can tinker around. So I kind of just spend my time playing video games, and that's pretty much about it. Can live in a porta potty attached to a big garage. Yeah, I could do it without the porta potty. I'd be fine just in the garage. You'd slap a cot down on the ground somewhere. I'd be fine with that. Hell yeah. Bought the house I'm in now because it has a large 2-bay garage with a pit. Nice. Do I still have cats? Yeah, I've still got 2 that are staying with a friend in St. Louis. Yep. What's going on, John D? St. Louis in Illinois. Area got slammed with tornadoes an hour ago. Really? I haven't been keeping up with the weather too much. It got really cold here today, but it didn't rain or anything. I have to look that up. We did some storm work 2 weeks ago. Actually, went in to work on Friday morning like normal. We got hit with high winds that day, and then I ended up working 24 hours. We ended up going all the way until 7 o'clock Saturday morning. Actually, I got some pictures of that too. I haven't been taking a lot of pictures, but I'm just snapping a couple here and there. Let's see, what's the first one? Okay, so yeah, this was our first job. So this tree here came down, was resting on this line, on that pole. So, like I said, we're not a standard yard. We do more normal kind of tree, more like residential tree work than line clearing tree work, because line clearance is really just pruning all kinds of small stuff. They don't generally have like porta wraps and blocks and whatnot, but being on my truck, it's nice because I got bigger ropes like this yellow one here. I slapped up into the tree, the other half of the tree this thing, there was some included bark, so it split. So I slapped that rope up in and got the Mazdam, tensioned it up. That way it was nice and tensioned up. You can kind of see right here is another climber. That was Jake from a different crew who was out with us. And yeah, I don't think I took a picture. This is after, I guess, we trimmed it up a little bit. Or is that the same one I just opened? Nope. All right, so there it is, done. It was nice. Pole was still standing, lines were still up. We pieced it out small, and even saved that little bush that was right over. 120 inches of snow this winter in northern Minnesota. That's a lot of snow. Built a tiny home to the roof of a warehouse, garage, and house problem solved. Yeah. Tyler Henley, what's going on, Tyler? I would have climbed it. I like ladders that bend. Fuck no. Fuck climbing that shit. Ladders keeping the branch from drooping. Yeah. Tell us a positive story, man. I don't know. I got my chipper stuck in the middle of a field the other day. That's not very positive, but it's funny. We were doing that construction clearing, and we had flaggers for a lot of it because we had shut down a lane, so we had all the signs. But we were getting by in this one stretch without using, just because we could pull our trucks off the road. But at this one section, we couldn't pull our trucks off, and I didn't have flaggers. and it was a farm field on the other side that was just laying dormant. So I found an access and just gunned the truck up this little hill. We got it back there, and then that chipper just started dropping everywhere. We spent probably 3 hours fighting. You know, we'd go and get stuck, so we'd disconnect the chipper, chip some chips into the ground, and then reconnect at a different angle, and we were able to get it moving again. But it was a slight incline to get out, and it just couldn't make it up. So we left it there overnight, and you know, we went back the next day with actually my boss's pickup truck, just because it was lighter, and it was able to pull it out no problem. So that was fun, getting the chipper stuck. Issues with the garages are never big enough. Yeah, no joke. There was a crew out last week that took down something like 85 trees. One of them was 108 feet. All the rounds are there. If I didn't live in an apartment, I'd be out there harvesting for days. Yeah, we've taken down a lot of hedge in this stretch we've been doing on 155th. And so there's, like, our whole crew's been getting a lot of good firewood. Even, like, our bosses are like, hey, you know, throw some of that in the back of the truck for me. So we've been definitely getting some good firewood lately. Good to see you, brother. Thanks, California Carpenter. Missed your videos. You had awesome information on your work. Thanks. Hopefully I'll be back to it in the not too distant future. What's the foreman rate in KC, and what utilities do you work for in KC? I work for Evergy. That's the big one where I'm at. There's also Board of Public Utilities, BPU. I worked for them for a few weeks when I was transferred for a little bit because they had a foreman that left. Rate, foreman is, sadly, I mean, you'd think a union foreman get paid pretty decently, but we're livable. It's $26.60, and there's a contract on the table right now. I think foremen are supposed to get like a $2 an hour raise, and the rates below are a little less than that, but it's got voted down twice. So who knows? Maybe I won't have a job here pretty soon because we'll be on strike. I have no idea. But yeah, it's tree work though, so it's unskilled labor, right? So of course, we don't even make as much as like union laborers. You know, I don't know how that makes sense. You know, we have like the most dangerous job, and it's definitely skilled, but yet we make like pennies compared to other union trades. Whatever. I like what I do though, so it really doesn't matter. Getting a house, you can do it. Big garage, you can do it. Keep working hard. Yeah, that's all I'm doing, just working hard. And you know, honestly, it's a kind of the point where I dread the weekends just because I'm so bored. I mean, I don't have any friends here in KC. I don't do anything. I'm not very social. So it's like I look forward to Monday through Friday, and then the weekend comes and I'm just like, you know, sitting here in front of this computer playing some bullshit video games, waiting on Monday to come back around again so I can go back to work. It'd be nice to have my own place and actually start tinkering again, spend my time doing something better. Jake from State Farm is climbing with you. Yep. Take down 3 white pines the other day. Widowmaker broke off 40 feet up and was leaning into another tree. Nice. Those are always fun. I like complicated jobs. I like the ones that make you think. Oh, and that here was our other tree from that night. So this was, we were helping out a different crew. That's one of our backyard buckets right there. But this one actually wasn't on the wires. It had snapped and was kind of hung up in this other tree up in here. And all that poison ivy all over it. And you can see all the fences and the obstacles. So that was kind of a shitty job, but excuse me, I have hiccups. I didn't really do much on that job. It was all Bucket and 2 of the other foremen were up there just piecing it out small, and I was kind of just on the ground freezing because I didn't plan on working at 4 a.m. that morning. So when I went to work, I didn't take like warm clothes. It was like a really nice day. It was like 70 out during the day, and then 20 hours later in the early hours of the next morning, it was like 30 something. So that was kind of the shittiest part of that job, was just how cold it got and not having any warm clothes. Great to see you in such good health, mate. Missed your videos. I'll be finding a home that suits you. Thanks. Me too. And get my cats back. Yeah, it will be nice to get my cats back. Gotta get going, but it was great seeing you, brother. Nice to see you too, Nathan. All those guys out there, great turnout. Show you that no matter what's going on, there's people out there living, brother. Is there Maryland? No snow. I got a U-Haul stuck in the mud. Ain't easy to get out. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Chucky Chuck? Good to see you, man. Oh, where am I? I just lost it. U-Haul truck in the mud, stuck in the mud. Probably better just explode it and buy a new one you used. Yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty busy, just working. We do 50-hour weeks, which is kind of nice. 10-hour days, 10 hours guaranteed overtime every week, so that's no complaints there. Need a big garage to blast tool in? Absolutely. Favorite band ever. Good to see you, brother. Must have taught me a lot with your videos. Can't thank you enough. Appreciate that, Nate. Michael Mercer, unskilled. Yes, us dumb tree guys. Us morons. We're like the redheaded stepchild of the electrical workers union. Even though I'm only 13 now that I have my own chainsaw and a pair of nice steel chaps, I'm having my local tree service with a log truck and deliver a bunch of 6-foot logs so I can sell firewood. Nice. Good way to get started there, Dandy. Tree work isn't skilled labor. Okay, let's see them do it. Yeah, no shit. When heating prices go up. Yep. Hey, what's going on, James Brody? How you doing, man? Good to hear from you. It's been a while. Tree workers very skilled. Agreed. Needs to get his cat back. Maybe a couple guinea pigs. I don't know about the guinea pigs. I'll be good with Rake and Gibbs. It'd be nice to have them back. Awesome to see your face. Thanks, James. Awesome picture of the bucket with the light. Yeah, and those are pretty cool buckets too. I think they're 72-foot lifts. Don't quote me on that though. I don't run them all that often. We have 2 crews that run those in our yard. So every day those foremen just run buckets. I mean, they run the buckets if they can use the buckets, but I mean they still have other climbing gear and climb as well. It's just if it's a job that can have a bucket on it, they're the 2 foremen that do that. I said my truck's a manual truck, so we just climb. Preferred power tool brand? Don't really have one. I mean, anymore. I don't really play brand favorites. I mean, that's the. It's no different than like truck guys getting into it. You all are fighting over a brand, really. Come on. But I don't know. I've used DeWalt just because it's what I've always used. I've had pretty good luck with it. I know Milwaukee went on a huge freaking advertising spree with YouTube and everything. So like all YouTube uses Milwaukee because they threw all their tools at all the YouTubers to get them to use them. But I'm sure they're fine too. I don't know. I mean, if it's a tool and it does the job and it works, I don't really care what color it is. You ever get the email I sent you about getting some rope tying skills from you in your free time? I don't check my email all that often, so I will have to look back, Frank. I apologize. Later, brother. Good seeing you. Stay safe. All right, have a good one. Papa's Hobby Garage. Not to meet you. You guys are impressive. Brave dude. Hang on to death all day. Thanks. Yeah. Joe Biden would fall out. Looks like some straight up Star Wars. Never seen Star Wars. Send a politician up in them trees. Show how they do it. They're replacing power poles around my area. Yeah, we do a lot of that. My yard does quite a bit of construction when we're not running tickets for other tree services, which is nice because they're both. I like running tickets for other tree services and I like doing construction jobs. I absolutely fucking hate running scheduled line clearance. Like the majority of the people in our union do are scheduled line clearance guys. They go through every couple of years and trim the same tree that was trimmed a couple years ago. That shit sucks. It's boring as fuck. It's like you don't even need a chainsaw because you're all just taking little stuff like the size of your thumb or your pinky. So you're just sitting there pruner snipping and hand sawing. I couldn't do this job if I were on a normal line clearance crew. Not at all. I guess I can switch up. But yeah, I mean, I did scheduled line clearance for a couple weeks, and every once in a while we'll have to jump in with like a regular SL crew to help them out if they're running behind or something. I dread it. It is so boring. And the paperwork sucks. Like I've got I've got a little bit of paperwork I have to do as the foreman. I have to keep times on tablet and jobs and equipment and all that. But running paperwork for schedule line clearance, you have to like put down every tree you do. So if it's like a 10-foot tall nothing and you just pop the top out of it real quick, you still have to count it on your sheet and keep a record of everything you do throughout the day because you have to keep a list. Fucking sucks. Screw scheduled line clearance. That shit's boring as fuck. Couldn't do it. How's Keith doing? Have I heard from him lately? I haven't talked to many people in St. Louis in years. So I have no idea how Keith is. You know, that was years ago. I worked at Hanson's. Watching from Melbourne, Australia. Keep trucking, Corey. Thanks, Ian. Don't do that, Dandy Dude. What's Dandy Dude doing that you're saying no? Good to see you again, man. I have no color. No, I think that's just... There's like no color in this. Well, look at my flannel here, I guess, and my blue shirt. Well, that's about the only color in this room. Whatever works. I was the greatest climbing in all of history on Earth, maybe even the universe. I like Bosch. Bosch is a pretty good brand from what I understand. My spur's been gaffed. Damn right. How's Gabbles, Mr. Mercer? Don't know what you're talking about. Is he looking something? I guess I can show you a couple of the other pictures. I just dropped some pictures in this folder just for the stream. So, yeah, that was a ladder. Oh, so in December I wrecked my Civic that I got from my aunt and uncle. So that's the new car I'm driving. I bought another Civic, and it was cheap as hell, but the transmission went out right away. So I ended up 3 days after I bought it, ended up in my coworker and friend Caleb's garage, and got a LKQ transmission and a drop new transmission in it. So, and whoever had it before me, I guess was probably like a teenager or whatever, and so we put like loud exhaust and little ricer shit on it. It's annoying as shit. Like the exhaust on this thing annoys the piss out of me when I'm driving. I just have to turn the radio up. And yeah, like you got little black wheels. It's such a stupid little car, but it's transportation at the moment. You know, I'm trying to save my money to get a house. So that's the little Beaner Ricer car I'm driving currently. Right, see, looking and sounding great, dude. Truly hope you're living a life that you can love now. Yeah, just chugging along. He's a GTA 26. Just hire beavers. I'll cut those trees down proud. Yeah, skilled labor. No doctor would be back with time. They just say you don't have much of a social life on the weekends. That's easy to fix. Drink beer, watch porn, and play video games. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. And for a challenge, do two at the same time. Pretty much sums up my weekends right there. Lee Long, you'll be swimming in the lake, taking a boat ride again. Yeah, my aunt and uncle went on their boat last weekend. But I ended up going up and helping one of my coworkers move. Actually, the same coworker that helped me fix my car. He just bought a house recently. And he moved all of 100 feet. He'd been renting this house for 7 years, and he bought his own now, and it was just catty corner on an intersection. So moved all of about 100 feet away. Echo 7310, any thoughts? I don't know it. Actually, just got a couple cool new Bosch working tools, dust extractor, jigsaw, and sheet sander. Cool. Needed a Toyota Tacoma. I'll take a Helix? That's what I'd like. They'll sell them in the States, though. Those trucks are amazing. The nearly extinct modular Honda. Yeah. So that's that. Oh, this isn't me in the video, but this was a fun hedge we did a couple weeks ago. And the squirrel pops out. It just runs. It's kind of hard to see, but let's see, can we do slow? I don't even know VLC anymore, but yeah, so when it comes down, pops out, there's a squirrel right here. He comes jumping, flying out, and it runs off screen. And Tony, one of my groundsmen on my truck, he actually took those 3 squirrels home, and 2 of them are still alive. I think one of them passed, and this was like 3-4 weeks ago, and he's raising them. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's nice that, even though I do line clearance, I don't get stuck with line clearance. We get to do big fun stuff like that as well. I have no color as in brand of tool. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, if it's a tool and it does the job, I'm the same way. I don't care. I don't care what. I have no brand loyalty because all brands are kind of shit anymore. So it's like, why would you be loyal to shit brands that just take advantage of their customers and make shit products and have things like, John Deere, the worst offender with their planned obsolescence and their whole right to work argument and everything. I don't understand why people are such hardcore John Deere fans. It's just a company. It's just a business. It's all it is. They just want your money. That's all any business is. Why be loyal to something like that? I don't get it. Good to hear you're still doing what you do best. The beer is majestic. Thank you. Thanks, Red-Headed Forester, and hello, England. Best years for cars. Good to see you still kicking, my man. Thanks, Squirrely Johns. Dude, I'm not a tree guy by any means. I can sure I can cut a tree down. It might take a house out. I've been watching you for years. I enjoy hearing your wisdom, and you are one skilled mofo, man. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. I love those Hiluxes. Yeah, those trucks are amazing. Do you still have your cats? Yep, 2 of them. Still in St. Louis at a friend's house. You're really buying the brand name? Yeah, that's all you're buying. Still on the Adderall? How's that going? Nope. I gotta make dinner and it's curry, so it takes a while. I'm really proud of you. Hope you're proud of yourself. Thanks, Michael. So what else we got in here? Oh, this. So this was the first house I went and looked at that I actually put an offer on. It's the only one I've put an offer on so far, and I didn't get it, unfortunately. But it was a ranch with a 2-car garage and a 2-car workshop in the back. This was this guy's workshop. So he was a former Marine, and he was a carpenter. So, it was set up so nice, too. You got the TV over here, you got the heater, you got the couch. This guy's shop was pretty freaking amazing. And then behind the shop, attached to the shop, was this other storage where he had like his boat and stuff. It was awesome. So this is that workshop that we just had the picture of. I really wish I got that house. And I want to be mad about not getting it, but at the same time I can't be mad because the people that did get the house, their grandparents apparently owned the house in like the 50s and 60s, and the dudes, or I don't know which one of them, but their grandfather built this workshop / garage. Like, he built it. And so it's like, I can't be mad about that. It was in their family before. It's going back, it's like I want to be mad because I really wanted it, but, at least it went somewhere good. I got an 82 Hilux that my little brother was kind enough to blow up. New top end this summer. Nice. Yeah, dude, that shop was so amazing. Like, it was, he was hunter too. There's antlers over there, but it'd have been perfect. And this rear wall that the flag is on is the front wall of that storage area where he had his boat. So it'd have probably been nothing to just knock that wall down and have a much bigger shop. It'd have been badass. But yeah, he had his dust collection system set up and everything. Oh, it was pretty awesome. I kind of felt nosy, but you notice things, and like and it had a full basement, not finished or anything, but it had a basement, and he had like lacrosse sticks down there, so we played lacrosse too. I could probably be this guy's friend if I ever met him, because when I was at Missouri State, I played lacrosse. It's a fun sport. Boring as shit to watch, but fun to play. If that was mine, I wouldn't even want a house. Yeah, who needs a house when you got a shop like that? You got a couch right there, you're just fine. I'll just build a drawer in the attic of the garage and pull out and sleep in. Yeah. Ask if you can rent and live in the garage. That's not a bad idea. I actually need to do some work on my chainsaw. Last time I used it, it looked like it was on fire from the smoke, the excessive bar, and chain oil being put out. You ever settle that claim with Allstate? I haven't heard in a long time. The initial claim got dismissed. So he was suing me. It got dismissed. But when they told me, this was a few months ago, when they told me that it got dismissed, she also said, uh, just potentially be ready for another lawsuit from the passenger of that car to sue me as well. I haven't heard anything, so I don't know if they just changed their mind after the first lawsuit got dismissed. I don't know. But no, as far as I know, it's all done and over with. Fingers crossed. I have no clue. Hi, Corey. Hope you're doing good. Been a while. Thanks, King Custom. So that's up on comments. This was from that same windstorm I showed the pictures of at night, but this was Friday evening before night came. This was one of the bigger oaks that got taken down. Yeah, it was quite the mess. I don't know why I threw that picture in there. Oh, this was just yesterday. So we were working and we got a dispatch call, tree on power lines. So we left our job, me and another crew, and came over to this. So we pulled up to this, and there's like 5 Evergy trucks, and there's like 3 fire trucks. So this limb failed, came down, broke all the primaries and secondary power lines. And the primaries came down, hit a fence, and because the grass was dry, it grounded the fence, and so it was arcing and sparking and caught the yard on fire. So that's why the fire department was there. They had a big fire to put it out and everything. But I got back there and looked at it. I was like, man, this thing would take like 5 minutes to clear up. But we had to wait for the lineman crew to get the line grounded just for redundant safeties, because the line was like right there on the ground. So yeah, it wasn't energized at that time, but still, until they get it grounded, you might as well just wait a minute. But yeah, so it just ripped right through all the power lines. But after we got there, I ended up, because it was such an easy job, the other crew stayed, but I left to go assist in getting my chipper unstuck from that field that I got stuck in. But by the time I got there, my boss actually already had it unstuck. So he just dropped it, I hooked up, and we went our merry way. You done a review of the FS560 a few years ago. I've never understood why someone would need that. I have a 460 and I haven't found anything that can't do. I think those are generally more for like the European market, not so much the American market. I think they're that overbuilt and overpowered, mainly for like mountainous areas. If you're mowing, like bicycle handle, trimming like a mountainside and things like that. I think that's kind of what its main purpose is for. Here in the States, we don't have much terrain like that. I mean, we have some mountains, but, Europe, they got a lot more. So, miss you so much, Corey. Got your back, bro. Thank you, Michael. You're a guy with a kind heart. Appreciate it. You ever use an 880? We just pulled ours last month. It's a beast. Yeah, I used to have one. I sold it, but yeah, I thought it was cool when I first got it, and then I started using it. I'm like, man, this thing kind of sucks. Like, I only got that saw off the wall to use if I had to. Like, if it was just a monster tree and I'd be fighting even with the 661. But yeah, I mean, using the 880 with the big bar, man, it's kind of a pain in the ass. It really kind of sucks. So, but we don't have one on our crew. I don't think we need one. We've got the 661 on my truck. We got a 36-inch on it. I haven't come across any jobs that it hasn't been able to do yet. So happy to hear your voice. I forgot how good you interact with your audience. I go bake on the zip line days. My brother hates seeing you suffering. Happy as fuck to see you again. Thanks, Frederick. Appreciate it, man. I'm in the UK. Ah. So yeah, well, across the pond or across the channel, maybe I should say that the mainland Europe, not UK. Good to see you, bro. Thanks. Live free. Glad you're still checking in, man. Been watching you for years, and it's good to see you feeling better. Appreciate it, Josh. Awesome have bike trail mowing, brush cutting, but $3,000 is a lot. How do you stay up to date with the latest techniques and best practices? I don't. I guess maybe. Uh, we do training. So, oh, yeah. Just noticed I forgot my little cool pro influencer light, right? So you can see my gorgeous face. Yeah, I don't really watch as many YouTube videos in regards to tree work as I used to. But you still get good information that way. A lot of the manufacturers have videos, and the suppliers like West Spur and Tree Stuff, they all got videos and training. I don't. Here in the near future, I'd potentially be able. This is another one of those things where the bastard stepchild of the electrical union, because we're a union company. But when you think of like a union job, a union trade, like plumbers, carpenters, all that, they have their apprenticeship programs. You start as like a pre-apprentice and then apprentice, and you have to do so much time and do so much training and everything to get to journeyman, and to be like a foreman or something. We don't have any of that. They're talking about putting it into practice, that's the way it's going to work in the future with the union, but there is none of that. There is no like set training or anything like that for line clearance. I started it right the end of last August, so I haven't even been there a year. I got tired on as a advanced climber, and then got bumped up to journeyman, and then got bumped up to foreman all in under a year. And there was like no classroom training I had to do, no setting, no studying, no. We did have to take some tests, but I just kind of bullshitted my way through it. So hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to say, yeah, we have an apprenticeship program. There's this classes we have to do. You have to do so many hours in this setting and this kind of training. But yeah, there's none of that currently. It's kind of just all on the individual to do it themselves. I like to stay fairly knowledgeable, but I mean that. Not all foremen are that way, I'd say. Good to see you back. Anything video worthy? Thanks, Bryce. Not really. I have done some trees recently that I wanted to film, and then I get the camera out, and this one hedge last week that I used a bucket on. I even got the camera out and I started filming. I did like an intro and showed the tree and everything, and then it came to work, and I'm like, man, I don't want to get fired. Like the wrong person's going to see this, like our safety guy, and he's going to see me one-handing a saw, potentially, if I were to have ever done that, which of course did not happen. And then the next thing I know, I lose my job or something like that, because, safety's number one here. Like, they accidentally maybe see me looking like I'm not wearing chaps when cutting on the ground, and then, I'm fired. So I just really haven't been filming. I did see a video of a cartel mulching coca leaves with one though. Nice, 20 pound with a 20-pound bar. Yeah, 880. Those big bars are heavy. How do you start? You start what? Tech fall. 880 suck now. The 084. That's a saw. What's going on, Pat? Mr. Strickland. How you doing, bud? I haven't run an 881 yet though. That's something I still need to do. I haven't even seen one yet. Yeah. But we have been getting some of the new battery saws to play with. One of our crews got a like a mid-sized battery-powered saw, ground saw, like a 20-inch bar. Um, they played with it for a little bit. I think it's one that's like not even available for sale yet. And we also got whatever that 201 equivalent climbing saw is, the battery-powered one. They got to play with it for a little bit, and he really liked that one. The guy that got used that for a while, especially if you're just making all kinds of small cuts. I can see where it comes in handy, not having to start and stop and all that all the time. What is that? Can I just do battery powered ones? Say 121. What's the top handles? 194. Oh! So, I got a new 261 on my truck, a new 362 on my truck, and I asked for two 201s. I got a 194. Thing's a piece of shit. I fucking hate it. I have my own personal 200T on the truck, and I've just been using it because that 194 is such a piece of shit. So fucking slow. It's garbage. I fucking hate that saw. I'm gonna be started. Now I'm all my emotions about how much I fucking hate. And apparently somebody at Wright bought like a whole fucking pallet of those things. And it's like I'm not on a standard line clearance crew. I actually need more than 3 inches of bar to use. And that fucking piece of shit saw does not do it. I hate the 194. Let's say 160. I'm gonna say 161. That's the one I have still. 151. Anyway, he got to try it and he likes it. I wish I remembered what the model number on it was. Am I 40 yet? I am a couple of months away from being 40. Thanks for reminding me. Now I'm all depressed and I'm going to go to bed because it's almost 9 o'clock, which I feel like is my bedtime now that I'm almost 40 years old. Caught Dan's tree service using a GTA 26 drop an 80-inch choke. Happy to see you. Thanks, Judy. Where we at? All right, I was actually down there about 2 weeks ago around Longview Lake with a buddy of mine. He was looking at a boat. Which is Longview Lake? I don't know. If you know where Lake Wood is, that's where I currently live. Right around that. That's the lake that I was. Do I like Guilty of Treason? Nah. I mean, I don't know him, so I really can't say one or another. I mean, when he first started making videos, I definitely didn't like him, because I fucking hate people that do shit just for clicks, and he totally did. But, I don't know. I did see one of his clips a few months ago in which he, like, smashed a fence. So I do kind of like him just because he's not, too ashamed of himself to post stuff like that, which happens, but I don't know. Tools. Do you miss the United States? Do I miss the United States? I'm in the United States. Although if I weren't in the United States, I definitely wouldn't miss the United States. Yeah. I'm not much of a patriot, but then I wouldn't be anywhere I lived. I don't understand patriotism in general. Patriotism is stupid. Oh, I was born in this area of the world. My government is this, therefore I'm better than you. Yay. America. I don't get it. I also prefer to keep the filming within confines of my private bedroom. Dude, most people would have been forgotten. Never doubt yourself. We as an audience love you. I think the old head that watch you know your skill, even in the fall, handle like a boss. Thanks, Frederick. Appreciate it. See, cover your ass is job number one. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm not filming. Just covering the ass. Kill picked up an 881, but I haven't seen it yet. Well, why not, man? If you picked one up, does he have it hanging on his bedroom wall? Wait, didn't he already have an 880? What does he need an 881 for if he already... Or did he sell his 880 just to get the 881, even though he's not even a tree guy and probably would never use it? That's awesome. Holy shit, the 881 is a beast. My local steel dealer let me hold it. It's one beefy machine. Yeah, sure, it weighs a ton. Best thing about the 881 is how well it start after sitting half a year. Nice. Couldn't agree more, man. Good afternoon, everyone. How's it going, JK Saw Shop? I've run my 193 for years. Initially, had a few issues, but it's a solid saw for me. Yeah, I've never run a 193, and I heard the 192s were pretty decent saws, even with just a little muffler mod. But that 194 can suck a dick. I fucking hate that thing. I might accidentally run over it with the truck one day, and then they're going to get me another one because I got a pallet of them. So I'm just going to keep accidentally running over 194s until they get me a 201. I haven't needed to catch up in times. I need to check 881 out. Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely. I haven't even seen one. I'm an 0044 guy and I collect them. Nice. It's a good saw. I like the 44, old one. Hate the 441. That thing's garbage. What happened to your cats? Missed them in YouTube, buddy. 57 on April 25th, man. Oh, well, congrats on your birthday. They're staying with a friend in St. Louis still. Don't feel bad. I'm 62. I'm getting there. I'm feeling my age more and more. And I got gray streaks in my beard now, so I don't know if you can see it. Oh, yeah, you can totally see it. I can see them in this monitor over here. There's a gray streak right there. And yeah, I'm fucking old. You know, mentally I'm like 13, but physically I'm close to 40. Have you ever been asked to cut down a healthy tree in a residential end area in which you knew the property owner was going to diminish their property values? Yeah, but you like having electricity, don't you? You know, we're fighting right now with. We personally aren't fighting with this homeowner. Evergy is, because they're putting in these new transmission lines, and her oaks are going to go. And you know, that's not a fight that she's going to win. You know, Evergy, I'm sure, has lawyers that do this all the time. But it's like, you like having electricity, don't you? So that wouldn't it be nice for your neighbors to have electricity? You want everyone to have electricity? Trees got to go sometimes. Sorry. It's the way it is. You know, and yeah, they're eminent domaining them from what I understand. And yeah, sometimes it's not so bad on the non-scheduled line clearance side of things, because we do tickets for trees that are already getting either pruned or removed. So the homeowners know, they already pretty much hired this other tree service to do this tree, and we just come in and make it safe for that tree service to finish the job. So when we get to jobs, the ticket jobs, they already know what's going on. They're wanting that tree worked on. The scheduled line clearance side sucks, because you get some bitchy ass people, especially rich people. We work in some real rich areas like Mission Hills here, and man, I don't know what it is about all these fucking stupid rich people and putting arborvitaes underneath all their power, like a whole row of arborvitaes underneath the power line. And then they get pissed when we come through and we butcher the tops out of every fucking one of them. What do you think was going to happen? You just going to let that shit just go into the power lines, ground it out? I mean, what? Have a fucking brain cell. So yeah, that's another reason I don't like doing SL work. You get so many fucking Karens out there. God, that shit is annoying. That shit sucks. Fuck that. Oh, 3120, he has them decorating his house. And a 3120, so he's got the 880, the 881, and a 3120. And he's not a tree guy. Kale is awesome. I was almost 40 about 28 years ago. You're still a young fella, Corey. Yeah. Toss the 194 in the chipper. Yeah, no joke. I don't even think the chipper would notice. That's another thing that was going to be nice, to have some bigger chippers on our crew, because we don't do normal line clearance shit, so. But we still have just small-ish chippers, like 10-inch chippers. It'd be nice to have a bigger chipper. I have a question. I have an answer, Braden. Evening, Corey. Good evening, large ogres. Do you like the 019T? I'm not familiar with it. Have I seen High Ren by Ren? I have not. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. 2166 Jones Red. Pallet of them. Run one over and send it to you. Yeah. A couple of them will fall off the pallet. and get mailed to you. 192 is about the same weight as a 2511. They both respond well to a little tickling. Yeah, yeah, I like my 2511 still too. I don't really use it all that much though. You know, I've just been, like I said, I took my 200 to work because I'm not using that 194 in the tree. That thing is horrible. Love you too, Green. Seen a climber bombing wood and do a dump trailer a few weeks ago and thought that's human style. Yeah, yeah, that was fun times. Just dropping whole trees into my trailer. Age is mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. Yeah. Hey Corey, how's it going, Dirt Road? Hey Corey, do you plan on doing garage videos again when you get a place, which hopefully you do soon? Yeah, yeah. You know, it was a fun hobby, and it, you know, doing the film and everything kind of just kept me tinkering and working on things, which I enjoy doing anyway. So, yeah, definitely when I get a place, I'll be doing filming of whatever, setting up the garage, working on it, all that shit. It'll be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. Rich but dumb, yeah. And it seems like money just makes people stupid. So, the more money you have, the fewer brain cells you have. No more chewing tobacco. Just realized I haven't seen you spit in a Gatorade bottle yet. Nope, nope, no more chewing tobacco. Just drinking some Mio. You're an awesome dude. You're a survivor. Thank you, Michael. What happened to all the videos and past live streams all deleted? I went through and deleted a lot just from the cringe factor. You know, I was at a point where I realized that I was actively not telling people that I had a YouTube channel because I didn't want them to know because of all the shit that was on there. And you know, I started the new job, and one of the guys recognized me right away, and I was like, man, this fucking sucks. Like, so I just took a bunch down. I was like, I didn't delete them. They're still on YouTube, but they're just set to private, so you can't see them. You know, I'm not going to delete them because I kind of feel like that's deleting history, which when you put something on the internet anyway, it never gets deleted. I mean, I could delete it from there, but I'm sure it's stored on a server somewhere, so why bother? And great, man. Glad to see you doing well. Hope to see more vids coming, hopefully soon. What's your go-to climbing hitch? I generally use a VT. You know, it's a lot. Most of the guys I climb with here use like a Swabish or a Distal or the Michoacan. But I've always used the VT. It's always served me well, and it breaks free so easily and everything. I've never had a problem with it. Do I watch the workshop Dirty Garage Guy? I don't. We really enjoy your tinkering videos and garage. Thanks, Dirt. I enjoyed making those tinkering videos, and I enjoyed tinkering. You know, I've got most of my tools still in the garage in St. Louis, so if I get my own place, I'll be able to go get them and start tinkering again. I want to see weekly videos of the clearing and all, Corey, except for I don't want to get fired, so maybe I'll do some quick little videos or something. I don't know. Smoke still new. It's nothing like heroin at all. What's the update on legal stuff and insurance and all? Like last time you said you had court and possible jail or what have you. No. I'm trying to remember what, in regards to which that was. Hopefully I'm not going to jail. I haven't done anything fucked up in a long time, so haven't been breaking any laws. Gotta go. Don't be a stranger. Keep us all updated. Love you, man. Love you too, Michael. Thank you for coming by. High Rent is a unique musical performance. I think you would enjoy it. In fact, there are many people who would benefit from seeing it, in my opinion. I'll check it out. I generally like all music. Hopefully one day we can meet up somewhere. If you're up to buy some lunch or something, yeah, shoot me an email. I don't mind. What am I driving now? Oh, I showed this a little bit ago. I wrecked my Civic, so I got another Civic. Yeah, there's the car I'm driving now. Oh, you guys can't see it. There's the car I'm driving now. My little off-color fender, quarter panel, and everything. Yeah. Little ricer. Regularly rewatch your videos. Great while working on saws, sharpening chains, etc. Just a little ASMR background music. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. I do the same thing with other people as well. When I'm working on something, I'll go through and just for like the ambiance. I think that was pretty much all I got. I don't think there was any other pictures in here or anything that was wanting to show. No, we already looked at all these. Yeah. So, unless you guys got anything else, I'm going to be ending this in a minute. What a shame you could lose your job if you film, for fuck's sake. Yeah, you're showing what a day in your life and and promotion of a company for them to as a free ad. Yeah, I mean, the company I work for, though, doesn't do residential work, so it's not like anybody seeing anything of theirs would make any difference. I mean, they work for power companies, so, you know, that's our only customer, Evergy. Evergy doesn't watch YouTube videos, I'm guessing, of tree guys. I mean, Evergy here in Kansas City, it's Ameren in St. Louis, but yeah, that's our customer, trees, our power companies, that's it. The black painted rims make the car. I don't think there's anything you could put on it to make that car. You know, it's got little issues here and there. The doors don't lock, so I should probably stop keeping as many tools in it as I do because the doors don't lock. I need, you know, now that I think about it, I got like my 372 in the trunk and shit. I need to get that stuff out of there because anybody could steal it anytime. But yeah, it's got little stuff here and there. The heater doesn't really work all that great. The passenger side window doesn't go up, so I don't roll it down. Because if I roll it down, I got to like reach all the way across the car and hold up over here and then like try to pull the window up. It's kind of embarrassing. Sunroof works though, so that's pretty neat. I've never had a sunroof before. New trans is holding, so that's nice. There's trim falling off on the. It's a car. You know, I paid $3,000 for it, and then I probably put in with the transmission and little stuff here and there another $2,500, so $5,500 in total about. And so far, it's holding up pretty well, other than completely breaking down because of the trans at first. Rice Mobile, yeah, it's a total ricer. Even sounds like it too. I fucking hate the sound of it. It's got that. It's annoying. Ever tried Delta 8 cannabinoids? I have not. Stay safe. The world's a player. Push you. Thank you. Burno the D-Max is dead. I'm not sure I get that. Your video review of the Husky 372 was great. It was the reason for purchasing one myself. Oh, cool. Glad you enjoyed it. Missing the old saw review videos. Yeah. If I get my own shop, I'll be doing them again. Really like the 881. Thank you. Recommend working for Wright. Yeah, I mean, it's a great company to work for. I enjoy working there. I just wouldn't want to be one of their normal crews. I mean, if I just couldn't do it. It's just too boring. Like, not enough variety in the tree work. You know, it's monotonous, really. You know, if I wasn't on this special crew that I'm on, I don't really see myself lasting there for a long period of time just because of how boring it all is. Doing scheduled line clearance. But the company itself is great. Yeah, it's a great company. Much love, Corey. Looking forward to next time, bud. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. Dirt Road is your AX Torque. His X Torque. Yeah, mine is not. It's also not the XPW. It's just the XP. I tried to get that jug, but apparently they said they don't make it anymore or whatever. Jacob Rogers, guilty of treason, should come join you online work for a video on his channel. Is that his name, Jacob Rogers? Because that's an abnormal spelling of Rogers with that D in there, and that's actually one of the maiden names in my family, Rodgers. Welcome to LCTT in Kansas. Watching your videos for a long time. I work for Asplin in Topeka. Cool, Donnie. Can you check your Instagram for the latest follower and look at the video on their account? I'm sure I can do that a bit later. I don't even remember the last time I was on Instagram. It's not something I do really anymore. 372 is the X Torque. Thanks for checking in. I know you were still around. Appreciate it, Robin. Well, brother Keys, keep coming to see us. We like you. God bless. Thanks, Frederick. Corey's is an older 372. Yeah, it's not X Torque. Sounds like a good video if you film fixing the car. Like, I don't really see myself wrenching on this car all that much, just because there's like you know, with my truck I would wrench on it even if it didn't need wrenching, just because I generally take a lot of pride in ownership of my tools and that, like, you know, that type of thing, and so I would work on it just to work on it. This thing, it's just A to B, you know, that's all. If it breaks, I'll fix it. But if it ain't broke, probably not going to touch it, just because I don't care. You know, I'm embarrassed driving it, so. Car needs a bigger wing to suit the rice. Yeah, I think, it's bad. Just resonators and no muffler sounds okay on a Honda or a V6. I don't know what kind of exhaust this thing has. It's not stock though, and it sounds ridiculous. I feel like those 18-year-olds that join the military, and as soon as they get out of boot camp, they go to one of those buy here, pay here places. They get a car like this, they put rims and exhaust on it. And if you've ever been in the military, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because that's what they do. That's how I kind of feel driving this thing, and it's ridiculous. Miss the old videos? Yeah, me too. Would love that collab. That'd be a fun collaboration. I do line work too with a Crendon squirrel picker, and it does get old. Look those pickers up. You'll love them, Corey. Let's do that. Did I spell that right? What in the hell are we looking at? What is this thing? What does that go, like 12, 15 feet? Or does it telescope? It kind of looks like it telescopes. Oh yeah, there's one with it up. That's funny. That's a higher res one. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good on that. That just looks unsafe. Do they still make those, or is that like an old thing? Horticultural machinery Oh, they still make them. They're still selling them. Squirrels for pruning and shed building. I could see myself like building like a construction something or another with it. I couldn't see myself doing tree work with it though. 6.3 meter platform height. Yeah, that's something else. That really is. Could always add a turbo. They essentially do the same as mufflers. Yeah. Is Rogers, Rogers. Ah, gotcha. Good evening, all. How's it going, Commander Chief? It is. I don't IG at all. Yeah. Stock resonators. Prefer cars from the 60s and 70s. 67 GT350, 69 Camaro. I like that. Used to like that '05 Duramax. That was pretty cool. Not anymore though. Where my flowers keep growing. Yellow machine. Yeah. These pickers Corey I use are all foot control. You balance on it. 5 meters, a 20-meter option. Priceless reaction to that thing. Yeah, I've never seen one of those before, and just looking at it, no. I mean, the first thought that came to my mind was no, absolutely not. Australian made and still in production, yes. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't know you can type without looking at the keyboard. I have to look at the keyboard and click each button separately. Remember, I'm kind of a nerd, you know, so I mean, I build my own computers. I was in I was taking classes online for programming at one point, so yeah, I can type pretty quickly. Looks super sketch. Yeah, totally super sketch. Those are foot controlled and all, no levers. Balance on them and move the thing around. Yep, nope, I wouldn't get on that thing. Yeah, yeah, no. They look like they come out of the circus. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they got two guys up in that one. There's no way. Yeah, that does not look safe. 200 kilogram safe working load. Yeah, there's no way. Absolutely not. And there's like, look how open that engine bay is. It doesn't look like there's any weight in there to hold it to the ground or to balance you, keep you stable. Oh, definitely not going on an incline on that thing. Guy's insane. Well, I guess when you live in Australia and every day is a struggle to survive because you got like 18 different kinds of spiders that can kill you, you know, you're just like, man, fuck it, whatever. Basically, everyone on our side of Australia uses them. You love them. Yeah, I mean, after using one, you know, yeah, maybe you could fall in love with it, but just by looking at it, no. Tires core water filled. That's the balance. All right, so it's getting late. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm gonna go grab some food. I'll give it another minute just in case anybody wants to say anything else. But yeah, I'm gonna get off here. Not a color guy, but there's nothing better than a Cummins. It's hard to disagree with that, man. You know, having that straight six, one head to worry about. Yeah, after coming from the V8 Duramax, I could definitely see myself getting a Cummins in the future. Maybe not in a Dodge truck, but yeah, I like Cummins. What was it? I just saw something about one of the trade shows recently. One of the manufacturers came out with this new transmission that they're basically saying can't be serviced at all. If anything happens to it, you have to send it to the manufacturer or a dealer. Like, that's how ridiculous right to work has become. I'm not going to be able to find it again. That wasn't Allison, was it? Fuck. I'm trying to remember. I saw it on TikTok, so of course I'm not going to be able to remember. Alright. Eastern Tree Service came past my place recently and used insulated bucket trucks and hydraulic powered saws. Yeah, we got the hydraulic power saws on our trucks. They're pretty nice. First time I've ever used one. And yeah, they're cool. See Spider all the way up and panics, steps on the wrong paddle. Yeah, yeah. Stay safe, Corey. Glad to see you in a good place. You too, James. Have a great night, brother. You too, California Carpenter. My monster needs 4 legs. Come work for ETS in Australia too, Corey. Major their line clearing mob. Here you'd enjoy the work. Yeah, I've watched you guys in Australia have a cool YouTube guys, was it Western Tasmanian, oh what's the name of that YouTube channel? Taz Climber. Wow. Dave Cole. Was it Western Tasmanian? OnlyFans girl living off grid. That's a nice thumbnail you got there. A little clickbait. Just go to Pornhub. Oh, I can't remember. I'll have to look it up now. Southern Taz, is that it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I've watched quite a few of their videos. Yeah, you guys got some awesome trees, awesome views, big stuff, and those guys are cool too. I like watching their videos. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks, Frank. We had time to do this live stream. Appreciate it, Redhead Forester. Dodge junk. Yeah, everything's junk anymore, though. Cheers, Corey. Thanks for checking in. Have a good one, Blake. Cummins ain't Dodge, and I love my Mopar. Gold fun. Trust me, Corey. Good, not gold. Good catching up with you. Stay well. Thank you, Ian. Transmission that can't be fixed is a DT12 automatic. Yeah, that's probably the one I saw. But yeah, that's so ridiculous. You know, we were mentioning John Deere earlier and right to repair and how they purposely make things unserviceable just because that way they can milk the consumer for more, milk their customer for everything they can, because that's what businesses do. Yay, capitalism. All right, so that's all I got. Have a good one, humans.